Is the AI race over? Has OpenAI won the AI race? This is the question we're going to try and answer in this video. In the hot world of artificial intelligence, OpenAI stands as the biggest and most renowned player. With ChatGPT dominating headlines and conversations, they've set the bar high in the AI world. But who are these contenders for OpenAI? Let's take a look now. To figure out OpenAI's main competitors, let's look at the top 5 large language models available right now in 2023. Number 5. GPT 3.5 by OpenAI. While GPT-4 has taken the spotlight, let's not overlook its predecessor, GPT 3.5, as this bridges the gap between GPT-3 and GPT-4 with a range of robust capabilities. Yes, it's a step behind GPT-4 in terms of features, but what sets it apart is accessibility. GPT 3.5 is free with ChatGPT, making it a popular choice for widespread use, unlike GPT-4, which requires a paid subscription. For developers, GPT 3.5 is a go-to for building AI-powered chatbots. It's readily available without the waiting list that you need to join for GPT-4. It excels in text generation and coding assistance, and while it can't search the web or interpret images, it's still incredibly versatile for a variety of tasks. For me, the main limitation is that its training data is not as up-to-date as GPT-4, but if you can navigate around this, GPT 3.5 remains a highly competent and impressive LLM for everyday use in 2023. Number 4. Claude 2 by Anthropic. At number 4, we've got Claude 2 by Anthropic. But what is Claude 2? Well, it's an AI assistant that's designed to be helpful, honest, and harmless, the 3 H's. Think of it a bit like a cousin to ChatGPT, but with a core focus on generating content that's safe and reliable. Fun fact, Anthropic, the brains behind Claude 2, was founded by experts who worked on OpenAI's GPT-2 and GPT-3 models. Yep, they used to work at OpenAI, so they're no strangers to LLMs. What sets Claude 2 apart is the fact that it's a closed system. It prioritizes safety by not searching the internet, and it excels in summarization, creative writing, Q&A, and also coding. It's also super user-friendly. You can customize its personality, tone, and behavior. That's why it's a hit in customer service and other assistant roles. Big names like DuckDuckGo and Quora are already on board. Plus, for developers, there's a robust API that you can also use. You can also choose from 2 versions, with the high performance or the instant. Number 3. Llama 2 by Meta. At the number 3 spot on our list of large language models is Llama 2 by Meta. Now, Llama 2 isn't just any AI model, it's actually the first open source LLM that we're discussing, which means it's freely available for both research and commercial use, and that's right, that means you don't have to pay any royalties. As a collaboration between Meta AI and Microsoft, Llama 2 has gained lots of traction on the popular AI platform Hugging Face, which is a bit like GitHub for AI enthusiasts that want to work with open source AI models. Here's a jaw-dropping fact. Llama 2 was trained using a massive 2 trillion tokens, and its fine-tuning used over 1 million human annotations. This is a process known as reinforcement learning from human feedback, which is a fancy term for saying humans told the machine how to do things better. For developers, it's really nice to see that Llama 2 is available as part of Azure's AI model catalog, making cloud integration really simple, and it's what you'd expect given the collaboration with Microsoft. When it comes to features, Llama 2 offers Llama Chat, which is a lot like ChatGPT, and Code Llama, which is a little bit like an AI coding assistant where you can enter natural language comments and it will spit out code for you. Code Llama also comes in 3 different flavors, one that's for general programming, one that's optimized for Python, and another that's optimized for natural language instructions. Number 2. Palm 2 by Google. Taking the number 2 spot on our list of large language models is Palm 2 by Google. As one of the most major tech giants, Google is not one to sit back, and this is their answer to OpenAI's GPT models. It's also their engine behind Google Bard, which will be their very own version of ChatGPT, and it's going to be a force to reckon with for complex reasoning tasks. Palm 2 is also available in multiple sizes, each being named after an animal, from gecko up to unicorn, with gecko being the smallest and making it useful for mobile applications. As you'd expect, it's very versatile. It can handle coding, math, classification, multilingual translation, and natural language generation all with ease. It's also really interesting to see that Palm 2 is smaller than its predecessor, but it's more powerful, efficient, and cost-effective. This is thanks to a diverse, multilingual dataset and a compute-optimal scaling. This means it's a lean, mean AI machine. One of Palm 2's most impressive features is how it can understand human language nuances, like idioms or riddles. It's also really good at multilingual translation. One of the most interesting things about Palm 2 is that it's set to revolutionize Google search as we all know it. In no time at all, we're all going to be seeing AI-generated results and LLM capabilities baked right into our searches. This might just shift how we seek information, especially in this era of ChatGPT. I think it's going to be super interesting to see this AI race unfold between Google and OpenAI, especially given Microsoft's collaboration with OpenAI. In the end, they both want us to use their service to find our information and to ask our questions, and I'd be really curious to see how the two offerings stack up in the future months. Number 1, GPT-4 by OpenAI. Topping our list at number 1 is none other than OpenAI's GPT-4, which is probably the current kingpin of all large language models. GPT-4 isn't just famous, it's a powerhouse of AI capabilities. From complex reasoning to a near human level of understanding, it's setting benchmarks in AI comprehension and problem solving. So many of us have experienced GPT-4's prowess through ChatGPT, and developers can also tap into its magic via the API for their own AI projects. Whichever way you interact with it, GPT-4 is downright impressive. Looking closer at its toolkit, you've got language translation, content generation, summarization, and yes, naturally coding as well, which is ideal for the developer community. Depending on your skill level or needs, GPT-4 can be your own coding intern or maybe even your own coding teacher. But there's also a lot more on the horizon. As I mentioned at the start of this video, the latest buzz is that you're going to be able to create your own GPT. This is amazing. It means you can create your own niche version of a GPT model. You'll also be able to sell these on an upcoming marketplace, which is a great way for developers to commercialize their interest in AI and large language models. Some of the big new features in the recent additions to GPT-4 is the fact that it's gone multimodal. This means it can handle both text and images, and even works with DALL-E for image generation. Something else that's impressive is the fact that GPT can now search the internet because it's powered by Microsoft Bing. This is not surprising given the collaboration and the partnership between Microsoft and OpenAI, but it's really impressive, and it's probably a strategic move, especially as Google is now trying to integrate an LLM into their own search. I think this is going to be a real tech titan showdown in the months and years to come to see who can grab our attention and where we will all head to get our answers when looking for search and queries. Now, you're probably not surprised to see GPT-4 as the number 1 model on our list right now, but I'd be really curious to check back in the months to come to see whether or not we see a shake-up in the rankings, to see whether or not Palm 2 or Llama 2 can rise their way up and maybe even overtake GPT-4 in the months and years to come. So there you go, the top 5 competitors for large language models that are trying to take over from OpenAI. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below whether you think there are other large language models we should be considering as they try to compete with OpenAI's dominance. Thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to be the first to know when we release new videos.